มื่อช่วงปลายเดือนตุลาคมที่ผ่านมาฟิลิปปินส์เผชิญกับพายุนาแกสร้างความสูญเสียเป็นจำนวนมากนะครับพายุผ่านพ้นไปแล้วตอนนี้ฟิลิปปินส์กำลังอยู่ในช่วงของการฟื้นตัวติดตามในอาเซียนคอนเนคกับคุณทิวลิปนาคสมภพเหล่า
อาเซียนคอนเนควันนี้นะคะเราจะต่อสายตรงไปพูดคุยกับผู้สื่อข่าวจากประเทศฟิลิปปินส์ค่ะคุณราเชลอยู่ในมินดาเนาวนะคะเธอจะมาเล่าให้เราฟังถึงสถานการณ์ในฟิลิปปินส์ตอนนี้นะคะหลังจากที่ผ่านมรสุมลูกใหญ่ไปเมื่อแค่2 สัปดาห์ที่ผ่านมานี้เองค่ะ So the whole country just been through a very big severe monsoon, right? Is it the end of monsoon season yet, or it's still you guys are still in the middle of it?
Actually, October is the start of the monsoon season. Quite anticipated that strong, severe typhoons will be coming in the country.
So how is the situation right now where you are?
Here in my hometown, it's relatively good, but the most parts of the country where the typhoon hit the most, it actually left about 200,000 families displaced. So this severe tropical storm called Paeng with an international name, Nalgae, did not just hit one area in the Philippines. In fact, it's hit Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So it made 5 landfalls throughout October 28 to 31. So that makes the devastation quite terrible and even more severe compared to the previous typhoons where there's just one particular area in the country that's been hit. So this time around, it's in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
And you were saying that there's a lot of humanitarian effort going on right now in Philippines.
Yes. So because the damage of that typhoon is that bad, so the death toll is already climbed to 154, and 63 of this coming from Barm or the Bangsam. It's an area in southern Mindanao. So many organizations, including civic groups, NGOs, and even academic institutions have started relief efforts to help the people who were affected by the severe tropical storm.
But how are the kids doing with the school though? Because they just reopen again fully after COVID, right? How's the kids doing during this time?
Yes, it's quite unfortunate that some of them just started to enter school by face-to-face, and then some schools or classes have to be suspended, especially in those areas where the typhoon has severely hit, and there's nothing they can do because most of their classrooms have just been heavily flooded, so they have no choice.
Philippines has been facing this kind of situation every year. Do you feel that it's getting more severe every year, or it's about the same kind of level?
I personally think that it's getting more severe because it's more and more areas has been affected and devastated, and usually these areas are not the usual track of the typhoon, which makes the people of these areas come unprepared because they have not experienced quite devastation or quite severe storm before.
So how the government handle everything? Did they prep you guys with everything differently? Because this thing happen in Philippines very often.
Yes, the country actually has a National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. The office is in charge of disaster prevention and mitigation among its areas of concern. However, I think the Philippines, because it's an archipelago, each monsoon season and each typhoon that comes, there's a different local context or scenario which exacerbates the situation. So a one-size-fits-all solution could be difficult to make.
So did the government say, what do they think, how long it will take for the Philippines to get back on their feet again?
Honestly, quite right now, we're really at the moment of rehabilitation. We're trying to gather donations for these people and hopefully would be able to help the government get these places or areas back on track. But as always during disasters, it's really quite difficult to tell when these areas could be back to normal again.
Yeah, but with a lot of humanitarian effort for a lot of organizations, it should be able to help people more, right, to recover.
Yes, but I think as I mentioned a while ago, it's quite difficult to focus on one area because there are areas severely hit in Luzon, areas severely hit in Visayas, and another in Mindanao, like a whole city actually just drowned. A lot of number of families have been displaced in all areas, as I mentioned, in these major islands in the country. So relief efforts could be quite difficult because there's just not one area to focus on. There's just a lot of areas that's been severely hit by the storm.
And hopefully you guys will recover very soon because I know that the whole country is looking forward so much for this coming up Christmas.
Yes, that's what we're also looking forward to, that hopefully by December, displaced families would be able to get back to their respective homes and be able to celebrate Christmas already.
Well, thank you very much for the story today, Rachel, and hopefully you and your families just stay safe and okay for now.
Thanks, Tulip.
Bye. เอาละค่ะนั่นก็คือสถานการณ์ล่าสุดจากประเทศฟิลิปปินส์นะคะหลังจากที่ต้องเผชิญกับมรสุมลูกใหญ่นะคะเมื่อประมาณ2 สัปดาห์ที่แล้วเองและตอนนี้อยู่ในช่วงที่กำลังพยายามที่จะฟื้นฟูสภาพนะคะและอย่างที่ราเชลบอกนะคะว่ามันไม่ใช่ที่เดียวความยากของฟิลิปปินส์ตอนนี้คือมันมีหลายเมืองมีหลายเกาะนะคะที่ต้องการความช่วยเหลือค่ะก็หวังว่าทุกคนจะกลับสู่สถานการณ์ปกติได้ก่อนถึงวันคริสต์มาสค่ะและนั่นก็คือทั้งหมดในอาเซียนคอนเนควันนี้ค่ะ